Loyalty, a word that gets thrown around too easily. Welcome back to another episode of JV Matters, where we just talk about football. I'm your host, Coach Lowry. I hope y'all had a great Father's Day weekend. We're going to go ahead and talk about loyalty today, both for players and coaches. So let's get at it. When people hear the word loyalty, they usually think they understand what it means. Players talk about loyalty, coaches talk about loyalty, parents talk about loyalty. Teams talk about loyalty. But the truth is, loyalty is one of the most misunderstood words in sports because loyalty isn't tested when everything is going well. Loyalty is tested when things get difficult. It's easy to be loyal when you're starting. It's easy to be loyal when you're winning. It's easy to be loyal when you're getting recognition. Yay, I got it. Everybody likes that, right? It's easy to be loyal when you're getting everything or everything's going your way, right? Sure it is. The real test comes when things don't go your way. When you're not starting, when you're getting frustrated, when you're struggling, when adversity shows up, that's when loyalty reveals itself. Loyalty is the quality of steadfastly supporting and being faithful to a person, country, or cause, or belief, or in our case, football, the football team, your family, your football family, the person next to you in the trenches, the person next to you between the lines, the person next to you on the practice field when you're sweating, the person next to you on the practice field when things aren't going your way. That's loyalty. One of the things I've learned as a coach is that loyalty is often confused with convenience. As long as things are convenient, people will stay committed. Players hold their head up high and think they got it all made. But lose a game, things shift quickly. But at but the moment things become uncomfortable, like losing that game, some people begin to look for the exits. Where are the doors? Where's the exit at? Football has a way of exposing that. A player must say he's committed to the team. But what happens when he loses his starting position? He starts not to show up. A coach may say he's committed to the program, but what happens when he disagrees with the decision the head coach makes or doesn't like what the head coach said? He begins to talk bad about the program and then possibly he leaves. A teammate may say he cares about the team, but what happens when things get difficult? Things are going to happen. Things are going to get difficult in life. Things always get difficult in life. Nothing is easy. Nothing is handed to you. His caring is no longer there when it gets difficult. Those moments tell the real story. At the JV level, I've seen players face disappointment. They didn't get the position they wanted. They didn't get the playing time they wanted. They didn't get moved up to varsity when they hoped they would. The person next to them did. The person they thought, oh, wow, why did he get moved up and I didn't? Some responded by working harder. Others responded by pulling away, by quitting, leaving, not showing up for practice, saying I'm hurt. The difference often came down to loyalty. Not loyalty to the coach, not loyalty to the position, not loyalty to a title, loyalty to the team, to the process. One thing I try to teach my players is this: being loyal doesn't mean you always agree. You're not always going to agree with the coach. You're not going to like his decision. I made decisions today based on some things, and I had some players grumble and blah, blah, blah. But hey, it's for the better of the team. Being loyal is what you do and show in your body language when you're on the field. It doesn't mean you're always going to be happy. It doesn't mean you're never going to get frustrated. It means you stay committed even when things aren't perfect, because nothing's going to be perfect. The game's not going to go your way all the time. Your position, you're going to have frustration. You're going to get frustrated. Somebody's going to hit you just the wrong way, whether it's in practice or in a game. Somebody's going to hold you. Somebody's going to trip you, and the referee's not going to see it. It's going to happen because nothing worthwhile is perfect. Not football, not teams, and definitely not life. The strongest programs I've seen or I've been around weren't built on talent alone. They're built on people who stay committed when things got difficult. When people or when players kept showing up. Coaches kept teaching. Coaches who stayed around and were committed to the program, regardless of what was said, regardless of what position they were coaching, regardless of what position the players were playing. Teammates who kept supporting each other. Those are the people who build culture. Those are the people who create trust. And trust is the foundation of every successful team. The funny thing about loyalty is that everyone wants it from other people. Coat of arms. You always want it from somebody else, but are you willing to give loyalty back? But few people ask whether they're demonstrating it themselves. As a coach, we want loyal players. Players want loyal teammates. Programs want loyal coaches. I mentioned that a couple of times. We want somebody that's loyal. The coaches want loyalty. It goes up and down, two-way street. But loyalty starts with each individual looking in the mirror and asking yourself, am I loyal? Am I staying committed when things get hard? Because that's when loyalty matters most. Not during the easy days, but during the difficult ones. As we begin this chapter, I want players and coaches and parents to think about something. Anybody can be committed when everything is going their way. And I'm telling you right now, every player on every team is not going to have it easy. There's going to be times that you're going to get frustrated, whether it's on the practice field, whether it's in the game field, on the game field, or whether it's in school with your teachers, whether it's with your coaches, whether it's in life. Things are not always going to go your way. The people who make the biggest impact are the ones who remain committed when it isn't going your way. So here's my closing thought. Loyalty isn't proven when you're winning. It's proven when you're challenged. So who out there is going to stay challenged? When things get difficult, when things become uncomfortable, that's when character shows up. That's when loyalty becomes more than just a word. So what does loyalty mean to you, mean in football? Think about it, okay? So if you like this episode, hit the bell so you don't miss out any of the upcoming episodes for this one. Leave comments as well. Let me know what you would like to talk about in the future. I read them. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next episode of JV Matters. And you all have an outstanding day.